Hello and welcome back to the Metropole Grid. My name is Andrej.
And I'm Benoit.
And thanks so much for tuning in. This is the lower bracket final, the losers finals of U.S. Nationals 2016 at the Origins Game Fair.
Mm-hmm.
On the left, we have Eric Steiger. We just saw him play an Andy deck. This is Rebirth Andromeda. We didn't get to see a Rebirth last game.
That was not necessary.
No, it totally wasn't necessary, now that you mention it. And on the right, we have Josh Wilson. Josh Wilson was one of the favorites coming into this top 8 so far. He was first in Swiss, first in terms of placement. And he would just faced off against Eric, his friend and meta mate, and now he's down to the losers finals.
Yep.
So this is going to be a bit of a fight. We know that he is playing a Butcher Shop NEH. So this is an NEH that has fast advance, that has ways to tag you.
24/7.
24/7 mid-seasons, and ways to kill you.
Was he playing in mid-season?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was. I think he's playing at least
Some
2.
players only play C-Source and 24/7.
I think if you're playing Traffic Accident, which he is, mid-season, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
And on the left, we have Eric playing Andy. We know Eric is playing in terms of protection. We have seen some advanced concept hoppers. Not advanced, sorry, sports hoppers.
Sports hopper.
Yeah, some fast cars. So there is a bit of protection. However, blue generally does not have a way to deal with fast advance. And just to respect the siphon, turn 1, 2 ice on HQ.
The sad thing is...
What's that?
No sweep sweep.
No sweep sweep. Yeah,
against
you're right.
Andy?
Sweep sweep Andy is absolutely brilliant.
So good in Butcher Shop.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
If you double sweep sweep in Butcher Shop, you're like,
done.
you're not running, mate.
And you know what? Turn 1, we're going to go straight for the siphon. It looks like Siphon Town
Turn
is
1 siphon.
expected result of
With
this.
no breakers.
And also only 4 credits.
With no breakers.
But what are you going to hit? Ice. That stops you. Because we've seen this deck before. It does run things that are really cheap
That's
to res.
why Gabe is so good, is that if you run HQ,
Their respects. You have to res.
they have to res.
So we've already hit a Data Raven. I think there's no point to take a tag here unless you want to give that cheeky access. But now we're down to 0 credits. That's a big deal.
Check R&D, man.
R&D seems good.
Mm-hmm.
I also think the Data Raven res made it very obvious that this is in some way a kill deck.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yes. Taking 4 tags to get 0 credit.
Yeah. You know what? But I don't mind. Turn 1 account siphon just to make the corpse res is pretty good.
Sure.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's okay.
So Desperado is now on the table. Checking R&D now becomes profitable. Even more with Dirty Laundry.
Yes.
Single Axis is a 24/7 news cycle. If you didn't think you might die at some point, now you're worried about it because they're printing their own news. So you got to contest remotes. You got to make sure there's no money so you can't even just score breaking news out of hand. Another Dirty Laundry, checking that remote. If that's a Jackson, could be popped.
Could be. But
just a Sansan. You can trash that. You do have perfectly 5 credits. 5 more to come after the run is successfully. That gotta go.
I would trash it.
Yeah, I think it has to go before it gets iced up. But at this point, it's no threat to the runner.
Did he not take his 5? Oh, okay, there we go.
Just there, yeah.
Cool.
He will remember. Excellent. So I don't know. I think at this point you got to click for credits. There is a midseason drawn into hand. That's not that good at this point, considering there is no money. But taking credit, that'll do it. It's Siphon. It's really hard to get into Siphon Town behind a Data Raven.
Yeah.
That's a hard ice to deal with unless you want to go tag me. And
for sure.
That's not all.
That's why you double iced. You want to go R&D, go for it. I don't care.
And this double ice maybe screamed a bit of some agendas and HQs, so that's going to prompt a legwork. Okay. And we're going to do this the hard way. We're going to take a tag from that Raven and probably play that Trace.
He has to pay for the Trace. There's no way.
Do.
There's no way. Unless you have a way to kill that Data Raven.
You know what? So we know for Eric is running networking. That's his kind of unique splash. Okay. And that's a cool thing. Whether he has it in hand, we don't know. But it looks like he's only going to pay 2 credits, 1 link from Andy.
Sure.
And keep going. If that's an ice that ends the run, that's going to be a problem. Mm-hmm. If that's a vanilla, a quandary, that's
anything. Resistor.
That's a really expensive face check. It is a resistor. We go. That doesn't do a hard end to run though. It looks like we're going to trace through it. So at this point, sunk cost fallacy.
But that's such an expensive run.
Super expensive.
And then you have 1 tag to clear at the end.
You have a tag to clear. You do get Desperado credits, so it's a bit cheaper than it looks. But 3 cards. Hopefully find an agenda. That's an accident. The news cycle we knew about, and a hedge fund. So there's only 1 card in there? No, there's maybe 3 cards in there that we didn't know what they were.
Yeah, 3 out of 4.
3 out of 4 we didn't know. So we saw 2 of those. That's okay. I have no doubt that Eric thought there was going to be an agenda on there based on the way that ice came up. And I don't blame him. That seems pretty good. But it looks like we're going to drop for Jackson. 1 credit is enough to play a sweeps week, so NBN doesn't have that hard of a time recovering from low credit amounts.
But one of the advantage right now for the runner side is that the corp is pretty poor as well. So
not much you can do.
At least no mid-season and stuff.
That being said, Eric did bankrupt himself on that last run, down to 1 credit as well.
So one more remote.
One more remote to check. Sec testing hits the table. That won't be.
You have to check the remote, right?
For the
like
remote.
the new remote.
Yeah, I think
I would check it. If it's this actors union, you can trash it for 2.
Yes, if it's an actors union, you're in a really bad spot.
Mm-hmm.
Running no matter what with Desperado is a good deal.
Yeah.
We're gonna run R&D. That's a resistor.
Yeah.
Trace 4 that can be boosted, so that looks like it's just gonna be a nice little deflection there. Spent 0 credits running that resing that ice. That's always pretty good when you're don't have a lot of money. I don't know. You can't even threaten Jackson. You don't have the credits to threaten Jackson. I guess you want that off the table. Last click you draw and take a credit, which is something I don't entirely agree with, considering you have a Desperado. That's
checking the Sensi Actors Union is a big deal.
So if Eric ran that Sensi, he would have gotten the credit and then seen and then been able to trash it. And that's awful because at this point...
That's a huge swing.
It's a huge swing because NEH probably just drew a sweeps week.
Yep.
And then you're out of the woods, you know? I don't see why you'd click for credit when you have Desperado, but we'll see how things end up. There you go. That's the sweeps week that was drawn up with that. And you can go straight into hedge fund now if you'd like. Another remote on the table. A bit of ice in hand. And we're entering the point where now mid-seasons is actually a threat.
And a good thing about this tournament is that usually we see the top 8 where players are exhausted because they've been playing for a while. But top 8 was on second day.
No, that's really, really good.
It's nice for the players.
I have no doubt after... Well, you know what? Now after all this ID nonsense, I think the players are pretty well rested.
Yeah, you're right.
But usually after playing 6 rounds going to top 8, I would be done. But this was the next day, nice at 10 in the morning. We're going to get back up to money. A sec testing run is going to be 3 credits, followed by Sure Gamble. It's not too bad at all. Mid-season's not looking too hot.
You need to trash
that Sensi. That Sensi has to go.
Even Jackson at that point.
I think you'd run both.
Yeah.
You got to get rid of that stuff. You do Jackson first, obviously.
It might be too late. Like, the corp might have seen all the cards that you needed.
It's never too late to trash
It's never too late to trash Sensi.
Oh, man, that card is such a big deal. Looks like you're just going to draw up some more. Looking for certain answers at this point.
Drawing again. So Sensi again.
Again.
Oh my god.
That's not good.
That's not good. People at home, trash Sensi.
Sensi has to go. But you know what? Eric is probably looking for something that he needs at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe he needs that, and I totally think he probably does need to find his Sports Hopper.
Or Plascrete if he plays it.
Plascrete if he plays it. Even playing something like... I don't know. Rebirthing to Leela may not be that good at this point. Yeah, I don't know what you need. I think you definitely need to find that hopper as soon as possible. Drug dealer is also a big deal.
Yeah.
If you get double drug dealer, you can't traffic accident C-Source. Scorched Earth.
I think trashing Sensi is the thing you needed to do, but drawing is nice as well.
Yeah, drawing's okay, I guess. We got an ice in that server. No breakers yet, so nothing can be threatened unless we have an inside job. But we're going to go straight to special order. If we can find a Fractor, we could maybe threaten a Siphon. And it looks like we have an Inti. That's a good include, I think. That's 1 influence less than Corroder, however, 2 less to install, and most importantly, deals with all that really cheap rush ice in a really cheap rush way. So that's pretty good. You can access R&D at this point. You even go HQ if you really need to. It's going to be a bit taxing. But
you can also, contest remotes.
Yes, you can begin to contest remotes.
I mean, go for the Sensi Actors Union at that point. Jackson even.
Yes.
Don't ever let the corp draw as many cards.
No, as many cards as they want is usually too many cards.
It's econ, it's agendas, it's combo pieces, it's ice.
Single accident is going to be Explodapalooza.
Oh my god.
That is a problem. We know there's
bad.
some mid-seasons in hand. That's 8 credits to 18 credits. We got to get some protection real fast.
Or some siphons. Just siphon and get tagged.
I don't think there's enough siphon in the world to stop the credit differential. Another access is the midseason, and that is really disheartening to see after you've stolen an Explodapalooza on your second access. I have no doubt this game's not going to go on that much longer. That is the top deck midseasons. Things have been a bit replaced, and you have to push that up to 11 just to land 2 tags.
Mm-hmm.
The question is there an I've had worse in hand? That would be a really flavorful splash.
And, like, I mean, always pay at that point. Like,
Yes.
like if he's not going to kill you now, you have your security testing. You
Yes,
can get
you
rid
can
of
get
the
out of it.
2 tags.
So we're thinking about whether or not to boost. We don't even know for sure if this is a lethal kill. I'm pretty confident it's going to be. We're going to boost that up. Down to 0 credits, and that is a traffic accident.
I've had worse.
And
I've had worse.
See if this fires.
I've had worse.
That's the only option at this point, and it looks like Eric said there's nothing.
That's it.
And that is a really quick way to end the game. Well, that means Josh Wilson is going to make it back up, and he has to play Eric again.
Yep.
Who is the opponent that brought him down to the
yeah, and he needs to win twice.
He does.
Eric only needs 1 win.
And again, these players have played. They know what's in each other's decks.
Oh,
They've been preparing for this together.
Uh-huh.
This is going to be quite a finals.
Cool.
Well, hey, thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned. We'll have the finals up real soon.
Bye.
Bye.